Morning, me again. Yeah, so 4th week. Again, it's not much has changed. Not what I've noticed anyway. I think I'll go back to saying I think the first 2 weeks were placebo. This week I feel a bit under weather. I don't know if I've caught something or so. I don't know. I just don't feel 100%. Workout wise, I feel better than last week. Put a lot more, feeling like I'm pushing through the boundaries in the gym. But yeah, week 4 compared to week 1, I think now the honeymoon period's over, the placebo I suppose. I'm getting the sort of real effects now. But to be honest, my doctor did say, you'll start seeing results and you'll start noticing things after 4 weeks. Now, I've noticed things sooner, whether that's just because I've changed my diet or because of something else, I don't know. But one thing I've noticed is I've lost a lot of weight. So up to now, it's coming up to two months since I've started my diet and everything, and I've lost 10 kilo. Now, I don't advise anyone to lose that much weight that quick, but I have kind of crash dieted and jumped straight into it. I mean, I'm in a 700 calorie deficit if I can. Some days I don't feel like it, so I'll eat a bit more and I'll try and stick to around 500, 300. But if I feel that like I don't necessarily need to eat, just because obviously my goal, then I might skip a meal or I might reduce my calorie intake slightly. And I am intermittent fasting as well, so I'm doing a 16-8 fast in a calorie deficit. Now, some of you might think I'm a bit mad, but I just wanted to kickstart the process, and just prove to myself that it can be done, with a helping hand from TRT, obviously, getting my levels back up. The mental side of things, so I have been more stressed this week, but I think that's just because I've had a reduced sleeping pattern slightly. I've only been getting sort of like 6.5, 7 hours partially broken sleep, again because my son's in his own bedroom and sometimes he likes to wake us up through the night. But yeah, I mean, I've not had any negative thoughts for a month now. When I first started, in the first month before I started my TRT, I was still getting negative thoughts. I was still thinking I can't do this. But I found a pic. Well, I took a video on the very first day that I set all my gym up in my shed at home, and it's a screenshot. So it's not actually a photo. I actually forgot to take some photos. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add it into this video, and you can see how much of a transformation I've made already. Just over 2 months, and that's purely diet, minimal carbs, not, minimal carb intake, relatively average fats, high protein, like chicken through the roof, I suppose. Veg, fruit and veg, as much fruit and veg necessary that I need. So all my carbs that I'm getting, I'm actually getting from fruit and porridge as and when. So if I'm feeling a bit lethargic, or not lethargic, but if I've got no energy, if I feel like I've got no energy, then yeah, I'll have probably like a small bowl of porridge or something. I've changed needle size, so I went from injecting, using a 25 gauge 1-inch needle, didn't feel right for me. I had sort of like slight anxiety from the needles. The HCG 30 gauge insulin needles, half-inch, they're fine. You know, I do them in my glute and they're fine. My wife has to do my left because I can't quite reach around to my left side yet. Yeah, they're fine. Not got an issue with them. So I've dropped to a 27 gauge 3/4 inch needle for the test. So it's slightly smaller on diameter, slightly smaller on length, but they seem to be fine. I've not got a lot of fat now on my legs, so they break through the layer of fat quite easy, and they work quite well. But yeah, I mean, I'll do a 5-week update. I'm hoping to see a lot of difference over the next 2-4 weeks. I'm now at 16% body fat, bang on. The last sort of 2 weeks I was hovering around sort of 16.8, near enough 17% body fat. But you know, what I'm doing at the minute seems to be working. I keep feeling that I want to change my workout slightly, because I've been doing sort of like push-pull, shoulders, legs over a 4-day through a week, 2 days rest, 1 day cardio pretty much. But yeah, I feel like I want to change it because I've been doing it now for like 8 weeks, but I don't think I'm going to, because it seems to be working. So while ever it's working, I'm not going to bother changing my routine. But yeah, definitely over the next 2 weeks I'm hoping to see better results and strip that fat down. My goal is to get to 10% body fat. I feel better in myself, a lot better in myself, knowing that I'm slimmer. You know, I've not got as much fat on me. I feel a lot more energetic. I'm a lot more focused at work. I am getting a lot of muscle pains though, so my traps, I have really tight traps, but I think that's probably all my body sort of pulling itself back into posture. I'm trying to work on my posture as well. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep it at that for today, and if you can please like, subscribe, follow, do whatever is necessary. Yeah, I'll keep posting videos. If you've got any questions, drop me a message or comment and I'll try to reply. Thank you.